Before we start our epic day, which we are so excited about for a number of reasons, and you will know why. I'm so excited. Let's start with some delicious food. So, Sagar went with this classic, like pastry, cheese and ham sandwich. I know that it's not sandwich, but I think that's very close to what I can describe. And I went with another pastry with cheese and spinach. I love this, and like in every Balkan countries you will find it. And last but not least, because we loved the pizza the other day, if you haven't watched that vlog, go watch it. Margarita.
Left side.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It looks so new. Oof. This is wanky, man. You go from here.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I was like, you know, when we drive, usually Sagar drives, so I usually come from here and then, oh my god. This is so cool.
After 6 months of full-time travel, this is the first time we are gonna drive a car. We rented a car for 3 days and it costed us 150 euro. And there's a left-hand side drive. And oh my god, I'm so confused because the car company dropped off the car like 200-300 meters away from where we stay. And getting from there to here, I was confused as hell.
And that's why I'm a bit nervous and excited about this, because this is the first time we are gonna, oh no, I mean in India you would, no. This is the first time we are gonna drive, like ever.
Ever means, no, we died in New Zealand, babe. What are you saying?
No, this hand.
Yeah, of course, this is the first time. That's why I said left-hand side is going to be the first one.
That's why I'm nervous, but excited. I was a bit skeptical about renting a car because, yeah, I feel like it's like an added responsibility, you know. We have never driven on the left-hand side drive, and it's just, yeah, it's a bit scary, I'd say. And we are here for like fun. But Sagar is more adventurous than me, and I think that's why we sort of balance each other out, because he pushes me to do things like that I'm not comfortable with. There is a lot to do in Budva Riviera, and we are at the spot that you shouldn't miss if you are coming to Budva. We are right now in front of the mighty Sveti Stefan. This place is just like picked out of like any fairy tale. How unreal this is. We'll tell you more about it if we get a parking downstairs, and we'll talk about that later. This is one of the most scenic parking we have done so far. I am just so, first of all, happy that we found a free parking, which I heard is an impossible thing around here. So, good job, Sagar.
And the parking down there, it's like 8 or 10 euro
per hour. So, it's insane. So, we are actually in luck today. I'm so excited. Please bear with my excitement because I don't know, this seems unreal.
To be honest, we are struggling a bit with our vlogging setup, I would say, because we haven't used a car for a while. We were using it in New Zealand and we just kind of forgot, I would say, how to do vlogging with the car. So this vlog might be a bit of confusing for you as well, because it's definitely for us.
So please bear with us, and the whole point of doing all this is to like documenting our experience, right? So I think it's gonna be cool to see as well. It's not a cinematic channel, so it's raw, and sometimes we're gonna be this excited, sometimes we are gonna be nervous as hell. So bear with us.
And to be honest, this is the first time we are driving in Europe.
Yeah.
So
Sagar is so
I'm-
excited for that.
I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
And once I say Sagar is nervous, that makes me extremely nervous. See, I'm blabbering because I'm nervous.
You are.
So from little bit of research, we found out that this is a luxury resort now. Over the period of time, it was like a royal residence at once, then became nothing of it. Then it just stayed like that, and then like a lot happened over the years, and now it's a luxury resort. No one can go in unless you are staying there. Or like I heard that you can pay 25 euros to have a look inside. But I mean, from the outside, it's just stunning.
So why would you go inside?
I mean, the goal is to earn that kind of money so we can afford to stay there, not just visit.
Look, I do understand that Sveti Stefan villa is beautiful, but at the same time, if you look at the back, that's equally beautiful.
Okay, so I guess why wait, right? Can't wait to go into the Adriatic Sea for the first time.
Oh my god. It is a bit cold, eh?
It is, but once you go inside, it's fine.
So this spot is just half an hour drive from Budva city center. And there is a bus as well you can take. It's gonna cost you around €2.
And like the water is cold at first, but now it's getting like bearable.
Yeah. And it's so blue. Oh my god. I hope iPhone is catching that bluish color of the water.
So too.
If you are in Europe and if you have a spare time, come to Montenegro.
I mean,
It's not that expensive, to be honest.
yeah,
And look at this. This is beautiful.
it is such an underrated country.
Now off to the next location. I guess we are gonna go to Bar.
Yeah.
There is another town. We really wish that we had more time in here, but we have to cover so many places in just 3 days because these are the only 3 days that are sunny. But after that is rainy, rain. So the petrol price is €1.4 per liter. I'm not sure if it's expensive or cheap. Let us know in the comments.
Okay, so change of plans. We decided to go to Budva because we might not have enough time to explore both Bar and Budva town. So we are gonna go to Budva. Like we said in the morning, like just please bear with us. This whole vlogging with having a car is another ball game because we feel like we have such a wider accessibility now that we can do so much, but we forgot that we only have 10 to 12 hours in a day. You don't even need to confirm if you are in the old town, because if you see something like this is 15th century tower while you're in old town. So you don't need a proper plan to explore the old town like the other Central European or like Eastern European countries that we did. So this old town is like sort of a maze, and it goes through these stone wall, narrow alleyways. So basically the best way to explore this old town is by walking all these streets and just take it all in. And there are like pretty cool chic cafes if you are into it. Like if you are in fine dine, there are plenty of restaurants as well.
And if you want to live here, I mean, if you want to find an accommodation, you can get that as well. I guess locals are still living here because there are lots of apartments, and I saw some clothes hanging on a clothesline as well. And to be honest, it would be really cool to live here on this, tiny alleyways and this beautiful stone apartments. This is the first time we are experiencing something like this.
This whole town is so magical. Seriously, you can walk for hours
Yeah.
and hours.
And it's like a maze, so I guarantee you will get lost.
In a good way though.
Yeah, in a good way. So I guess there are a fortification wall around this old town, and you can actually go up to the wall. The fee is only €2, I guess, but to find the entrance, that's the hardest part. So we just went to the information center and they told us some route. So that's where we're going, and hopefully we find it because we don't have much of a sunlight left. So hopefully we find it in time.
The other thing to know in Balkan countries that they are pretty laid back, like it's very chill, not very punctual. I mean, we don't mind, but now officially it says it's 24 hours open on Google, but officially it says until 8, and there's supposed to be a lady who should be issuing us ticket. Instead, it's locked. So I think we have to go back to the information center and we can just double check the hours.
Maybe.
But we have to come back.
Okay, so we couldn't do the wall walking, I would say, this time because the gate is closed. But the view, look at the view.
It's insane.
These walls are like 9th century, and so Old Town would be around the same century built.
So this is like in the Adriatic Sea. This is one of the oldest settlements. So like 2,500 years old.
Oh my god.
So we came across this random walkway where we can see Old Town from the distance, and it looks epic. If you want to enjoy your beach time in Budva, then you can go up to that beach and you can have like a good beach time with the Old Town wall. But if you fancy like a big as beach with some, restaurants and stuff like that, then you see that island. That's where you go. It's apparently called Hawaii of Montenegro because it's like a party island, and it's only €6 return from Budva. What we learned that most of the beach around Budva Riviera, like it has been privatized. So like all these restaurants and stuff, they have put their sunbeds. So you have to pay some money to access the beach. But then they have kept like a small portion of it as public, where you don't have to pay any money. But it's like a very small. So in summertime, this place gets really crowded. So it's gonna be very difficult for you to find a private space. But right now, it's like a shoulder season. So thankfully, we are not with many tourists, and it's Saturday, so that's really good. And this is like a small Budva beach that you can enjoy, and it's just by the Old Town. It's so cool. And if you are not on a budget and have money, you can splurge a bit over here. There are plenty of restaurants and so many delicious options to choose from. Apparently the seafood is obviously so good here. So yeah, if you're coming here, try any of the restaurants.